I love watching videos of these fake ass faith healers telling people that, oh, they can make a person's leg grow, or they don't need that cane anymore. Get out of that wheelchair in the name of Jesus, get out of that wheelchair. Well, guess what? Science is about to rip up their shit, because this will literally give people back abilities, true abilities that they have lost and thought were gone forever.
In January, Elon Musk announced that for the first time, his company Neuralink implanted a brain chip in a human as part of a preliminary clinical trial.
This is fascinating. Neuralink aims to help people living with debilitating conditions communicate and control external devices with their thoughts. And I will sat down with the patient who received that implant in an exclusive broadcast interview. He is with us now in Atlanta, Georgia. Will, good to see you. And this story here, it's a big one.
Yeah. It is definitely a big story. And I truly don't believe that it's been covered anywhere near enough. What you're about to see is a person that has been paralyzed because of an accident diving into a shallow river. And they are quadriplegic. They can't move their arms, their legs, nothing with their torso, just the head up.
The future is arriving faster and faster these days, and it was my honor to get to sit with Nolan Arbaugh, who was a fantastic subject, a great guy. He's been through a lot, paralyzed for nearly 8 years now, but he says this Neuralink device has really changed his life.
I didn't have anything to wake up for in the morning, and this has changed that for me.
In a GMA broadcast exclusive, Nolan Arbaugh, the first human implanted with a Neuralink chip in his brain, is telling his story.
I accepted that I was paralyzed and that was my life. I always held out hope that it would all get better.
At 20...
Man, can you think about that? You get paralyzed and you're that way for a long time, and you just are wishing that one day something may develop, something may come out that may give you a chance to do things that you thought were gone forever for the rest of your life. And it shows up and you're the first person to get it. Holy shit. I know people talk about, oh, I don't want a brain chip in my head. I don't want, wires going in my head. Guess what? If you can't do anything, I guess you would change your tune after a little while, because I know if it were me and I lost the ability to walk and to use my arms, and you better get me into that. You better put me on that table and get 5 of those brain chips up in me, because I want my abilities back. So yeah, of course it's going to be inherently dangerous, because he is the first person to ever have this done. So let's see how it turned out.
22 years old, Nolan says he dove headfirst in waist-deep water, struck something, and sustained a spinal cord injury. He couldn't move from the shoulders down.
From the time of your injury until earlier this year, what was your daily life like?
I mean, one thing about being paralyzed is that there's a lot of time to sit and think. And so I thought through basically my whole life and realized all the mistakes I'd made and what I could do better.
Then, just last year, Nolan, now 30, receiving a life-changing opportunity.
One day, one of my buddies from college called me up. We talked pretty regularly, and he was like, hey, Neuralink, they opened up the human trials. And I said, what's Neuralink?
Neuralink, co-founded by Elon Musk, is an experimental implantable brain-computer interface, or BCI, a chip surgically implanted by a robot and connect.
I mean, I don't like it when they peel back the person's head to show you where the brain chip goes. That doesn't make me feel good. But this is remarkable. And I know some of you are thinking, oh, it's Elon Musk. Yeah, I know. I get it. But he's not like making the brain chips, This was a company that was in existence. I believe he either acquired it or started it. I don't know. But I'm sure there are a bajillion talented people that work there, and they've been able to successfully do this. The first people. And I will give the people that work for Elon Musk a ton of credit, because they come up with some amazing, remarkable things. But yeah, so still blown away. I mean, of course, the idea of a brain chip does make one's skin crawl a little bit. And then, there's some questions about the future, like what will it be able to do? or can people turn it off or whatever. So, but they did run into one problem.
By threads to a patient's brain that allows the patient to control a computer or smartphone with their mind.
This is all from there to there.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Neuralink is not the only company working on this technology. Several others are also testing their BCIs in paralyzed volunteers. Noland now joins that small group as Neuralink's first patient.
I was just very happy that I would be a part of something that I believe is so monumental in this next step forward of helping people with paralysis.
What can you do now with the chip implanted that you could not do prior?
I can control a computer just like anyone else can, which is not something I was able to do beforehand.
You just played some music?
Yeah, man.
That's awesome. Do you worry because you are the first patient that something unforeseen could go wrong now that this is inside your head?
I wouldn't say worry. It was something where I knew that if I did this, then it would take a lot of headache and heartache away from the people down the road.
Just last week, news that some of the threads in Noland's brain had retracted, affecting the performance of the device.
How'd you take the news when they told you that the threads had retracted?
Yeah, it was really hard. It was very, very hard to give up all of the amazing things that I was able to do. I think I had cried basically afterwards.
The problem.
Yeah, I'd cried too. Yeah, it's like you finally get a taste of something and you think that's coming back and then it just gets ripped away from you. That has to be awful. I'd be a mess. If it didn't work, I'm gonna just say this. I think I wouldn't be in the best place if I went through what he went through. And I might consider certain things, potentially. But, going what he's gone through, you would definitely consider certain things. And if this didn't take, I would be very worried about this individual. But I'll go ahead and give you the spoiler. He's just fine and he's doing great.
Becoming an opportunity for the makers of Neuralink to explore solutions.
The reason we do clinical trial and early feasibility trial is to uncover these sort of issues as early as possible before they get marketed. And we rolled up our sleeves and found various different ways to for Noland be able to recover his performance, which we have successfully been able to do.
As for Noland, the future of the technology only looks bright.
It's going to be amazing when someone can have a spinal cord injury, go into a hospital, get surgery, and walk out a couple days later.
Yeah, that will be amazing. And that will be an actual miracle. But it's just science. People are immensely powerful. Our species is so wild and smart. I think in time, we're going to figure everything out. There won't be any secrets in the universe. Human beings will just know everything, be able to do everything. Because if you just have a better understanding of how things work and people develop these techniques over time and they research into it, this is going to go well beyond him just using a computer. People will be able to regain vision. That's, I think, the next thing that they're really going after. This can be used to give people back the ability to move their arms and legs potentially. I can't stress enough how amazing this is and how so little focus is on something so huge. But I am very happy for him. I'm glad that his life is changing for the better. And the way that they fixed it, that issue with the threads retracting, it was only a few of them, and they changed some things about the algorithm of how it works, and he actually now performs better than he did before. So, yeah, I'm very happy for him, and I wish him and his family nothing but the best. So yeah, definitely check out my other channels, pick up some merch, but if this is the type of stuff that you really want to see, then definitely leave a like and subscribe, because I'll be making more of these things, and it'll cover a wide range of items. I am an atheist, I am a humanist, I am a long-termist. I think that people should really look deep into the future and plan for how to make the lives of people that come after us better. Because really just the people that are around now and have already lived before us is just really a tiny fraction of all the potential people that could follow. So the faster we advance things, the more developments that we can make, it's really going to benefit a lot of people.